So it gets a little bit more confusing. Right, the sun's coming out here just to confuse things. Track looking extremely dry now, so I'm hoping some decent lap times in this particular race. Maybe not lap record stuff, but we should certainly be within 2 or 3 seconds of it as we get ready to go.
Green flag at the back then, and we are away racing for the ACU Team Green Juniors and Seniors there. Not the best of starts there for Luca Wilkinson, but a great racing for the ACU Team Green Juniors and Seniors there. Not the best of starts there for Luca Wilkinson, but a great Wilkinson then, the lightweight Luca Wilkinson. Number 76 will be there in second place. Of course, this will be a split start race, so we'll keep an eye on the 250 MZs then as they get the green flag at the back of the grid for these guys then. So all eyes to the lights clicking in the gear, and the red lights go on. We're waiting for them to go out, and there they go. The MZs are underway. Louis Kershaw is there on pole position, and he's there leading the pack as we leave the grid then and head towards Coppet. Alexander Mann there, Andy Wales to his right-hand side. They're side by side, but Louis Kershaw will be the rider, bike number 565, to lead them ahead of Andy Wales, and Alexander Mann slots into third place there, but the Kawasaki is making the way around towards the top end of the circuit. The 250 MZs right with you.
Cade Watt leads the pack very comfortably indeed. I think it's Luca Wilkinson behind him, but he's got around about a second or so gap, maybe 7/10 at least, as they go down. I can see Louis Kershaw leading Andy Wales and Alexander Mann as they go past me on the MZs, as well as the big gaggle of ninjas come down. And yeah, that track is definitely looking quite dry down there. Maybe on the inside it's not 100%, but certainly got plenty of traction there. Definitely no spray coming off of any tyres. You can see the leaders making their way to the bottom of the mountain, and I do think that is Cade Watt ahead of Luca Wilkinson.
Ollie Sims in second place.
Is it Ollie? Is it? Okay, no problem at all. I do apologise to the Sims family. So let's see if little Ollie, because Ollie was leading a good chunk of the race yesterday, looking good for his first ever win before Luca overcame him. That is Cade out in front though, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay, well let's see what can happen between those two. Obviously Luca Wilkinson, once you wind his elastic band up, he certainly gets shuffling along very quickly indeed. Looks like Andy Wales means business in those MZs, mate. He's got quite a healthy lead there, hasn't he?
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. I'm watching them going into the bottom of the mountain there and over the top there. Looks like we've got a yellow flag going in towards Hall Bends there, Keith. That'll be for one of our ninja riders. And let's take a look as to who didn't come across the line then. So where are we? We've got Watt, Sims, Rooker, Darren Buser, Wilkinson. Skayman makes up 10 positions there. Leighton, McKenzie. Let's not forget Marley McKenzie was at the back of the grid. Alex Mann, that is. Kobe Perry, Mason Grigsby, Patrick Clinch, and Franklin. So we do have waved yellows going in towards Hall Bends. Brook Champion across the line as the 250 MZs make their way out of Barn. Is that a yellow flag there on Barn? I can't quite see from this distance, but the MZs across the line, it's Andy Wales leading Louis Kershaw by 0.8 of a second. Then next up is going to be Alexander Mann, the reigning 250 MZ champion, in third. Gordon Ryan, Harry Lammercraft, John Ashmead, Graham Lewis, Caleb Wright, and that Mark Wilby, is it, number 566?
Okay, change the lead there for the ninjas, and I can see young Cade Watt. I think that is no, it's his Cade. Sorry, he's still there actually. Sorry, that is Ollie. I thought Ollie had got past him there at one stage, but no, it is still Cade leading, because Ollie was right with him as they came up the straight here, with perfect position to pull a slipstream manoeuvre somewhere down the back of the circuit there. I really thought he had changed places there, but no, it is still young Cade leading, but he's got a real battle on his hands there. He's waiting for the MZs to come back round down to the mountain as well. And let's see if anybody can get a bit closer to Andy Wales. Yeah, I think actually Louis Kershaw has done the business there. He's got it within sight. Maybe he's got into within about 0.4 of a second, but he's definitely coming very quickly indeed. Alexander Mann has dropped back a little bit further. A bit more chatter on the radio there. You got some more incidents down your way, mate?
No, looks as though I can't see any flags going into the bottom of the mountain there or into Hall Bends. But what I can see is that Ben Brown didn't come across the line to end the first lap there. But it's now Ollie Sims who leads the way with a 1/10 of a second advantage over Cade Watt. Then here comes Travis Rooker ahead of Luca Wilkinson, and then is that the number 17 machine of Darren Buser? Yes, it is. So Darren Buser right there. Alicia Leighton up next. Alicia's made up a position on Marley McKenzie. Have both made up positions on Toby Skayman on that lap. So that is your top 8. Then it's Alex Mann ahead of Kobe Perry to complete the top 10. Next up is going to be the number 175 machine of Mason Greasley. So that's 11th place. Then we've got some good action there between Patrick Clinch and Nigel Franklin as they go in towards Coppice. That's the 33 of Patrick and the number 4 machine of Nigel. But here are the MZs, and the gap was 0.8 of a second. This time around it's 0.1 of a second between Andy Wales and Louis Kershaw. Third place, Gordon Ryan at the moment, but he's just been slipstreamed and passed. As they go in towards Coppice, then Alexander Mann goes up the inside of Gordon Ryan to retake that third place position ahead of the number 13 machine of Gordon Ryan, Harry Lamacraft, Graham Lewis, John Ashmead up next. But there's Kawasaki's there, already coming back into my sight there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. You can see that because we've got a change of the lead there. It looks like Ollie Sims has indeed done the move out the back there, and he has taken over the front running, hasn't he?
That's right, yeah, did that on the exit of barn there. It was 0.1 of a second advantage for Ollie Sims over Cade Watt as they came across the line. So when there was a bit of chopping and changing the far end of the circuit, we'll have to wait and see there. But, well, their first sector times are separated by around about 32 1/1000ths of a second. But the fastest first sector time of all is set by that rider in 7th place overall. Number 45, Marley McKenzie, has gone fastest of all in that first sector. Now, the race leaders are coming down from barn now and coming across the line. And it is the 81 of Ollie Sims leading the number 2 of Cade Watt. But Cade Watt has that slipstream. He goes to the outside, goes to the inside, in fact, in towards Coppice. And Cade Watt retakes that race lead with a decisive move at the inside of Coppice. And, well, Ollie Sims, he's got some work to do once more. Luca Wilkinson has got the better of the number 7 of Travis Rucker on that lap. Marley McKenzie moves up 2 positions ahead of Darren Booser and Alicia Layton. But the MZs then already into the thick of things here, into the woodland section. They'll be going through Hall Bends now and into the hairpin. But he passed you, Keith.
Yeah, certainly are. Looks like we're going to have a challenge again. I don't think Ollie Sims is quite close enough this time. He was certainly trying to pick up the slipstream. Oh, maybe he has gone through. I thought I saw the orange vest as they just disappear out of sight as they tip it over into Kate. Oh, they're side by side around Chris Kerr. These 2 youngsters really going out hammer and tongs. Surely they can't be car by side into the gooseneck. They're not. And it is indeed young Ollie Sims who leads. Kate Watt's going to have a fight back at Mansfield. Can't quite do it there. They tip it into Mansfield. These 2 really are the class of the field. I'm really surprised to see just how far ahead of Luca Wilkinson they are, because Luca has been the man to beat recently. I wonder if there's some sort of an issue, and again you wonder if there's a tyre gamble or something like that going on, because certainly these 2 at the front. What sort of times are they doing at the moment, mate?
Is this the Kawasaki's, is it, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute 51.3 for both Ollie Sims and Cade Watt, and they're lapping within around about 1/10 of a second in this first sector on this lap as well.
And the lap record in this class is?
Oh, let's have a look. Sorry, lap record in this class, juniors are 1 minute 43,
okay.
seniors are 44.
Okay, so he's still got a lot of far from perfect conditions then, because you've got to think the pace these guys are showing, they would absolutely be close to that lap record, towing each other along, but clearly the ultimate amount of grip is definitely not out there on the circuit somewhere. I'm guessing through the trees is where they're losing all the time. It'd be interesting to see overall sector times, but the leaders over the line once again, and it is Sims and Watt pretty much side by side.
And it is now Watt with the race lead there around the outside of Sims into Coppice, Keith.
Okay, it was .007. Is that what I'm seeing on the screen there, buddy?
0.097.
97.
Yeah,
okay, so nothing between them.
No.
Well, Watt once again out in front, the orange vested one of Sims, desperate for that first win. He would love to have a gold medal to put onto the dashboard of his dad's van to take him home, or wait and see if he can find that last little bit of a fraction to head back towards
sorry, Keith, we've got a retirement up at the top of the mountain here. I think that could well be one of our MZs there. I can't see because they're behind the Armco, but I can see just the tail piece of that MZ. I believe I know who that could well be, but I don't want to call it just yet. But let's have a look then. The leaders of the MZ should be coming back towards us any moment now. So let's take a look at that one. So Andy Wales there is showing us dropping down the timing screen here. So the first of the MZs are coming across the line now. And get this, Keith, it's Gordon Ryan leading the way from Harry Lamacraft and Alexander Mann. So the retirement up the top there is Louis Kershaw, Keith.
Okay, that's a great bad news for poor old Louis. He's had a bit of a wretched time of it lately. So Gordon Ryan, you're saying, is leading the way, yeah?
And Gordon Ryan on bike number 13 leads the way.
That'll be absolutely brilliant stuff. That Gordon hasn't had the best of years, to be fair. He picked up a couple of trophies last year, but this year he's hasn't even really had much of a sniff at the pots. But I'll tell you what, this is looking good for his first ever gold. Wait and see. It's the leaders in the Ninjas. They should be back with you very shortly indeed. When they came past me, I have to say it looked as though Cadwell was starting to just break away by fractions of a second, but it's only going to take the slightest wobble for young Sims to be right back on him, isn't it?
Yep, but the checkered flag has now gone out there.
Of course, it's short races.
Cade Watt ahead of Ollie Sims there. So after the 5 laps, it's
Ollie.
Cade Watt ahead of Ollie Sims by less than half a second there. Looks like Luca Wilkinson has dropped a few positions there as he comes across the line. So third place was Marley McKenzie ahead of Travis Rooker, and then the number 76 of Luca Wilkinson. Now the first of the seniors, with no Phil Atkinson, no Ben Brown, the first of the seniors, Keith, in 6th place overall in his first time on the Kawasaki Ninja is Alex Mann.
So the youngsters coming past, trying to do stand-up wheelies. Fair play. Ollie Sims kind of succeeded. Definitely comes under the fail category, I'm afraid, for Cade Watt, but hey, he's just won the race, so he doesn't need to worry about the post-race celebrations just yet. So fantastic stuff. The youngsters both congratulating each other there as the rest of the field now catch up. So a little bit of drama towards the end there. Poor old Louis Kershaw, he's had a bit of a wretched time of it lately. I really feel for the guys. Seems like a nice guy. Haven't had much of a chat with him. But Gordon Ryan, first ever win. What can you say about that? That is absolutely sensational stuff. Gordon has got to be so proud of that. Alexander Mann picking up the valuable 20 points there. Harry Lamacraft, he'll be delighted with that third overall, first of the rookies, of course. And then we've got Lewis and Wright. Caleb right there. Hugo Oliver a little bit further down after his great debut yesterday. Maybe he just likes the wet, not so good in the dry, of course. Will be Ashmead, Turner and the rest of the field there as well. Okay, that concludes our Ninja Racing and our MZ Racing for the weekend.